Yo, guys, welcome. How's it going? Sorry about the delay. I just wanted to get my top one account up and showing, like, like I've got my one second, let me show you. Like I've got my Top Step account ready here. I just wanted to get the top one showing too, which I've got sorted now, which is good. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Oliver, welcome, mate. Marius, how's it going? Will, Shots, McDeegs, welcome, bro. Good to see everyone here. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Welcome to another stream. Hope you've had a great weekend, everyone. And ready to crush the new week. New week, new goals. Let's crush it. Good, Joe. What are your predictions for today? I'll break that down now. Gold's had a decent pullback, which is good to see. I didn't want to be looking to buy really up here. I took a little entry. I took an entry on gold down here. A little half risk long play. And I made like I've got these instant accounts. So I'm straight to making money on these accounts here. I've got 2 of them for now. I've got another one that needs the contract signing. But I've made 3.6k today on these. 1.8 there and 1.8k there. So I've made about 3.6k on this trade here. This long trade here, which was quite nice. It was a half risk trade as we rejected this level here. Rejected this level, closed bullish, and I took my TP around basically up here. The rest of the profits up here. So it was a decent like 70 tick trade there. But yeah, not a bad little play there after rejecting off that level. And basically this level here is what I'm using now. Is what I'm using for sells below. Right now on gold, I'm going to be looking for some sells below this level here. And then I'm going to be looking for some buys back above this sort of structure here on gold. So yeah, not a bad start actually. I'm not gonna sit here, guys, and say that it's just been wins. I took negative like $30 across 4 accounts here. It's only negative $30. It's like $150 in total across the 4 accounts. I took an entry here. One second. I took an entry here too, which wicked me out. I took an entry here that wicked me out. But it was only negative $30 across 4 or 5 accounts, so $150 loss. But overall, quite well up today on this account and the other 3.6k, which is good. So I'm going to be focusing on these accounts today, these Top Step accounts. You know, I've got 4 accounts, 4 accounts linked and 1 on its own. But yeah, that's the plan for me, guys. Let me just run up. Let me just get onto YouTube. Bam, bam, bam. One sec, guys. Let me just load up YouTube really quickly. Oh, how's everyone else's day been, guys? How's everyone's day been? Damn nice. I got stopped out at break even, going for the same long as you. Yeah, it was a clean long, to be fair. This long down here was very clean. I only took it last minute. I took it a bit late, to be honest, like here. But I thought price has some highs to take. It's a half risk entry. Rejected quite nicely. Got the push higher. It's not really a high probability trade, but on these accounts here, I left it with a bigger stop loss. So yeah, 3.6k there. Cheers for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Nice one. Guys. Guys, if you want a top 1 futures account, you've got 55% off accounts with the code JTC. Okay? I'm not sure how long the 55% is going to stay. So if you do want a top 1 futures account, use code JTC, click that link. That's the link to sign up and get an account with them. All right. Yo, Fabio, how's it going, bro? What size trading on the instance? Like 5 contracts. No, like 4 contracts, sorry. Yeah, four contracts on these. So like I say, 1.8k on that one, I used 4 contracts. 1.8k on this one, I used 4 contracts. Quite decent size. On these, I'm using like 2 contracts now. I've taken some payouts now. I've taken plenty out of these accounts in terms of payouts. So I'm personally now using more risk on these accounts here. And I'm going to use these as like a monthly thing to try and get a payout in a month. Maybe like 6 to 7k. Yo, Fabio, how's it going, bro? Welcome. Marius, same entry I have after a break, 15-minute, but catch my stop loss, yeah. My stop loss got caught on this one, unfortunately, which would have been a decent 30-tick push. But that was only like $30. Not quite big, not big risk at all. But overall, we're up, so it's good. I'm not complaining. I got stopped out, unfortunately, this morning. I thought it broke through the range and it went back down. Yeah, so the problem is you needed to wait for the closure of this range here. You need to wait for the closure of this range here, then that would have been a decent entry. That's the one that I took personally. But now it'll have to be back above this range. Because look at this range here, what have we done? Resistance, resistance. Look at this, big support. So if I'm going to be looking for trades, it's going to be outside of this chop on gold. Have you got any more combines? Oh, one sec. Few little trades this morning. £45 up. Nice, Will. Good stuff, man. Profit is profit. Have you got any more combines? No, mate. I've got these. I had a 100k combine here, which I failed like a month ago. I really don't know why it's still showing there, to be honest with you. I failed that a long time ago. Even probably since before I got these. But yeah, I've got 5 expresses right now. No, I'm not taking any combines. And then I've got these 2 instant 150k fundeds, which I'm up like 3.6k on for the day. But I'm not gonna be trading these now. I've hit my max really on these. I'm just gonna be trading this top step account. What would you recommend for us community members to use as a lot side 150? Oliver, if you've got 150k instant, 2 contracts is fine, mate. 2 contracts is fine on 150k instant. Uh, 34.35. 34.35. Will, if I'm going to be looking for longs on gold, I'll have to break above this level here. I'm going to have to get back above this structure. I'm not interested in longs until we get back above here. So I'm not even going to ask. I'm not even going to ask myself where I'm going to be targeting, because it'll only be if I close back above here. Then will I think about targets. Once we get back above this level, I'll think about targets. For me, mainly now, is close above here for sells down. Because I think if we close below, we're potentially going to break below. But we've been literally sideways all London session. Hello, man. What trade did you take for your top one? I took a little half risk entry. A bit more of a, I wouldn't say a swing trade, but I took this long here, Naz, from around here, this big green candle higher. Took profit at that level, basically, and I had my stop loss, like, down here. Yeah. It was like a 3k stop loss, and I made 3.6k in profit overall. So, yeah, not a bad start on these instant accounts, to be honest with you. Not a bad start at all. But we made profit on this. And main watches for me will be on closes back below this level. I'm just going to share my levels with the community really quickly. Nice one, Johnny. Look at that. Beautiful discounts there. $314 for 100 and... Nice. Let me have a look. Current. Just updating the members with them levels, guys. Sorry. Let's have a look at the questions. Yeah, I think I rushed it. We move on. Yeah, Charlie, definitely. Don't think about too much in the past of trades. If it were valid to your plan, then it's just a probabilities game. It's nothing to do about, oh, was I right? Was I wrong? If it's a valid trade and it just didn't work out, it's just probabilities, okay? That's all I think about. my trades as. To be honest with you, Naz, to be honest with you, mate, I wasn't going to take any trades, but I took this long on the instance because I knew that we were likely to come and take this liquidity before pushing down, and it was a valid half risk entry. I didn't take it on my top step accounts. To be honest, I just wanted to get these off to a decent little go, and I knew we were going to hit 1.8k, so I've hit the max I need to on these. What pair am I trading? This is gold. Victoria, look. XAU or gold spot US dollar. That is the pair. Whether you're watching me or someone else, always look at the top left and you'll see the pair that I'm trading. Yeah, no worries, Will. Do you think we'll go below 3,400 today? To be honest with you, I'll be looking to trade into 3,400. If you look at the 4 hourly, on gold, then we've got a big level here. What does gold love to do? Gold loves to break and retest levels. It loves to do it. I'd be very surprised if gold didn't come and retest 3,400s. I'd be very surprised if it didn't come and push into this level, because gold will have to push into this level before pushing higher. I personally think, at least into some of this structure. So I'm going to capitalize on pushes. I'm going to capitalize, 1 second, on pushes if we break below this range. Okay? Right, guys, who wants me to break down the trade that I took this morning then? Naz said he was going to take it as well. That's good, Naz. It was a valid trade. To be honest with you, I don't really take half risk entries in super choppy price action like this, but I took... So the trade that I'm breaking down here, guys, is I basically took a trade on these 150k accounts, 250k instant funded accounts, and I made 1.8k on one, and I made 1.8k on the other. So yeah, I'm going to break them down now. So these two, 1 sec. Yeah, so these two accounts, 250k accounts, both starting balances at 150k. I made 1.8k on one, 1.8k on the other. Reasons for entering them was it was a valid half risk trade for me. What I saw was gold came into this big level of support. Look here, support, again acting as support, not failing 2 or 3, 4 times to close below this level, and every time we pushed away. So I said to myself at this point, if we can see some liquidity grab like so, rejecting the level and closing bullish, I'm going to look to trade into liquidity above. So we swept the liquidity, closed bullish, rejecting the level. The next point of liquidity is these highs here. I took long on the next candle higher. Okay, simple as that. On both of these accounts here, I took the next candle higher, stop loss below the lows, looking for this play higher for about 60 ticks at these targets, and I took the rest of my TP at these highs here at about 75 ticks. With partials, you know, after partials, look, smash TP, and after smashing TP, look at this, instantly reversed. So after taking partials and after closing out partials and hitting full TP up here at like 75 ticks, I closed out perfectly at 1.8k, so like 3.6k in total, just for that trade. So very, very nice stuff there. So yeah, that was the trade that I took in London, basically. Other than that, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, yeah. It's been sideways. That I only took it on that account just to build it up a little bit. Other than that, there's not been any valid entries really, apart from this entry here, which I took a little loss on. How do you know where to mark up the resistance lines? Just where price is failing. Recent failures, look. Recent resistance, recent support, and then look to the left. Resistance, support. I look at recent support and resistance, Okay, and then I look to the left, and I just move my level to suit where price makes sense to react from. So like I say, you've got, let me just show you, you've got recent resistance here, recent support here, and then just do what makes sense, like down here, and then push it up a little bit like so, okay? Because every time we've come into these levels, we've reacted. Look, reaction, 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 reaction. For me, it just makes sense. Did you market execute that? Yes, I did. I did. I could have probably entered the flip, but I market executed it a little bit higher. So I had like a 10 tick flip. So it was more of a trade that it was valid. If anybody in the community took it, I would have said it was definitely a valid trade. Great work. But it was more of the fact that I knew price had to come and take these highs at this double top up here before pushing down. And it literally did that. Came up, took the highs, reversed down. Cheers to the lights, guys. I appreciate everyone. And we're almost at 1,000 subs, guys. Insane. Can we hit 1,000 subs today? How many are we currently at? 989. Insane. Appreciate everyone for that. You was waiting for more bottom wick. Yeah, that's fair enough, Naz. If we look at where it did flip, where did it flip? Let's have a look. So that's your closure. That's your closure. Let's have a look at the bottom wick. Yeah, that's your flip there. So if it give you that bottom wick and flip, you've got like an 8-tick bottom wick. Yeah, I think I executed it as it did flip up here. I executed it like here or something. Because I understood that, you know, if it's going to push, it's going to push now. And I have my stops down here, it's fine. And it ended up pushing quite heavily, which was good. But end of the day, it was a valid trade, and I'm happy I took it. All good. Yo, Paul's here. Welcome, Paul, mate. Yeah, welcome, Paul, mate. How's it going? US 100 has raised a lot. Broke out of a range recently. Let's have a look at. Oh yeah, that's clean. Yeah, not bad. What's the hourly look like? Not much liquidity taken, but I'd say Naz on the breakout. If you got a breakout trade here, obviously it would have been hard to take a breakout trade, being so instantly pushing up. You'd be in profit, but there's no wick to enter off really. Based off just breakouts, you've got a decent trade there though. You know, even if you took this one up here, there's no liquidity grab. But for me on NASDAQ, I'd be looking to trade into these highs if it gives confirmation now. Yeah, if it confirms on NAS, you've got a decent liquidity target up there. I need to sort these charts out. These charts are grim here on top one, to be honest with you. I need to sort this out now. Let's sort these settings out. What is this about? Scales or symbols, here we go. Canvas, that's what we want. Maybe take that off. What will that do? Yeah, perfect. No, actually, we'll keep the lines off. Text's good. Grid lines are going off. Grid lines are going off. Crosshairs on. Right, that's better. There we go. Bit of a clearer chart now. I kind of like the top step one better, but it is what it is. It's fine. It's only for execution. But yeah, gold, guys. Gold could give a decent long entry if we break back above this level for me now. Decent long entry. Well, sorry guys, I was just replying to some Discord members. Yeah, patience will pay today, guys. Just gotta wait for these breakouts, really. Any questions, feel free to get your questions in. If you've got any, you know, any questions, get them in. And like I say, if you want me to have a look at any other pairs, which we can take a look at, that's absolutely fine too. All right. Let me just post the link for people in the community. I forgot to post it in the community chats. One sec, guys. Right, guys, we're good. We're good. I hope we just don't track sideways, but we'll see. We'll see. How's everyone's day been today, guys? Win, loss, break even? How's it been? Really, guys, if you've stayed out of this price action and you haven't traded, that's not a bad thing at all. Not a bad thing at all. I tell you, if I can get some confirmation here on Nasdaq, I'll be taking some longs, okay? So if I do see that confirmation pattern, I will be taking longs into these highs on Nasdaq. So just to make you all aware, it could happen in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So lock in and make sure you're ready for it, because you'll see me take some confirmation longs soon, possibly. Sorry, guys. Someone's ringing me. One sec. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Someone just calling up. Margin call. Account's gone. We can all lip read, yeah. Good job. It's all the it was just about someone who's calling me about an office. I'm getting an office space near me for like a few months. Like a proper office space, Wi-Fi, desks, stuff like that. If any of the Discord community members want to head up for the day and chill with me for a couple of hours, that's absolutely fine. It's going to be like, drop me a DM if you're in the area. If you want to chill out, just come and have a few hours with me, that's fine. I'm not going to be there all the time. I just want an office space to, you know, a Joe Trades community office space. You know, 2 or 3 desks. I'm happy with that. Hi, Joe. Price really weird today. Yeah, BG, you're right, mate. Gold especially. It's been super, super choppy, mate. Look, it's been very sideways. I've taken one decent position. I've taken a little win, but other than that, there's been no breakouts. There's been no breakouts. We can all lip read. That sounds bosh. Yeah, it does. I think it'd be a great idea. You know, not for long. Because I travel a lot, guys. I travel, trade, and I'm always in different locations. But for the next like 3 to 4 months over summer, I'm gonna be in the UK. So I thought I'd just get an office space. Like I say, I haven't been in the UK this long term for like 2-3 years. So whilst I'm here, I'll just get an office space to trade from. Like good Wi-Fi, decent sized room, nothing amazing, but good enough for what I need to do the streams, create some content and stuff. Oh, it's Michael. Nice one, bro. Also, I've been struggling with the long and short position tools. They just confuse me. Like, I don't understand why I'm in or when to take profit or how. Michael, do you mean when you've entered a position, or do you mean when you're just drawing up a long or short trade like this? Can you see? Do you mean just this, or when you've actually taken a trade? Missed that. You said about office space. Yeah, so for me personally, Nancy, I'm just ringing a few businesses, well, a few places up to get an office space for me to work, to tap my stuff to and do my streams and my work for the day. So I was just saying, like, if it's big enough for a few people to get in there, like community members, if they want, they can just head up for a couple of hours, like if they're in the area. If not, all good. It's like, it's an open offer. Like, just drop me a message, I'll be near you for the next couple of hours. Should I head up? That's fine. Just head in and we can have a chat. All good. Where about? I'm near Burnley Blackburn area. Marcus. Oh, Marks. Yeah, near Burnley Blackburn area. My wife's a childminder and it's a pain in the ass trying to with 4 kids. Oh, I bet it is, mate. Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah, feel free to head up. Feel free to head up. Well, when I get it, it'll probably be like next month after I've sorted it and moved in. But I'm gonna be that's like the main work what I'm working on for the rest of the week, trying to get something sorted. Hopefully, move in the next 3 to 4 weeks if I can get something that fits with me. Or when you place it, I don't understand that I mostly just right click, buy and sell. Yeah, Michael, you actually don't need this tool. You actually don't need this tool. If you're trading on like Project X, you don't need it. All this is basically your stop loss and take profit. So if you've got your entry here, which is this first line, your stop loss will be wherever the red finishes, and your take profit will be wherever the blue finishes. So it's basically just your stop loss and take profit. You can have it on or you don't have to have it on. Especially if you've got Project X, you don't need it. Okay, bro, sound. Just see Joe using it all the time. Yeah, you actually don't need it. You don't need to have a stop loss and take profit. You need to have a stop loss and take profit. You don't need to have the tool. The tool isn't going to exit you out the position. It's just so you can visually see where it is. I just use it to visually see so people can visually see. And it's good for my journal too. NQ buys? Oh, Harry. Harry, lad. Yeah. Possibly. I'd see how this closes, but there's no real confirmation. It didn't take a low. Like, if this low got taken here, then that would have been better. I'd have taken these longs here. It's just instantly pushed up here on the 15. I like gold closes below here better. Closes below here are better for me. There's orange folder on USD at 1/2. Yeah, that won't affect me much. I don't look at orange. I only look at red. Red and like bank holidays, which are like not red. They're like grey, whatever it is. Yeah, guys, if you haven't already, drop a like on the video. Let's smash 20 likes. Yeah, but I don't look at orange folder. I just filter it to red folder. Or I think you can look on here as well. Look at the performance stats. I tell you what, if it carries on like this, we're laughing. By the way, it does say 7, but they're like partials and stuff with micros, whatever you're using. I think there's news on here as well. Economic events, yeah, there is. Yeah, so you've got today. Bang, that news. 1 o'clock. But that's not red news on Forex Factory. I don't think. Yeah, you've literally got nothing today. You've literally got nothing today. Let's have a look at this. Grab 250 on NQ. Nice. Good stuff, man. Is that on your new instant account as well? Or is that on the other instant accounts you've got? Good day, man. Yeah, Michael, all good, mate. All good. No problem at all. Any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Don't think that you can't answer a question because you think it's stupid. There's no stupid questions. At all. There's no stupid questions. Guys, community members, who's watched the webinar recording yet? Drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed the liquidity webinar. Stick it in the chat. Let me see. Let me get some feedback if you enjoyed it or not. On the current 30? Ah, yeah, Harry, nice. Yeah, good breakout trade there, mate. Like I say, I didn't take it because it didn't take any recent liquidity enough. I like to see a recent liquidity grab within like 3 to 4 candles. But yeah, this isn't a bad breakout trade. If it's to your plan, that's fine. It's not to my plan, but it's to your plan. It's sweet. Yeah, NQ's too far gone for me. If it gives me like a 5-minute confirmation, maybe. But I'd like to have caught it down here. Like I said, I've already caught gold today, but I'm going to be waiting for breakouts here on gold. I might be able to take the next 30 on gold, if not the 30 after. Hourly's looking very clean too for sells. So we'll see. Got a nice 400 euros on NQ. Decent, Charlie. Beautiful work. That's what we like to see. Everyone taking wins. Even though we're ranging, look at gold. When gold's ranging like this, you can head over to NQ and catch an NQ banger. Just a question while the news is on. Are you not meant to be on the charts? Just because I've heard people say it before. Michael, it depends. If you go onto the Forex Factory news, and it has a red folder news, I don't trade like 20 minutes before and I give it like an hour basically. 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after, and then I'll come back on the charts once it's settled. Other than that, I don't have any rules around news for me. Let me get this out of the way. Brilliant webinar, good. You decided where you're traveling, trading next, mate? Probably to Bali. Bali, yeah. I wanna go to Bali and get like a decent villa or something, like somewhere or Phuket, back to Phuket, Thailand. I don't know. It will be somewhere where I can get like in summer where it's good sun. I can get like a nice little spot there. Yeah. But I'm going to be here for the next 4 to 5 months, I think. Brilliant webinar, good. Good to refresh the strategy, Fabio, nice. Lee, webinar was good, Joe. Appreciate it, nice one. What did I catch today, mate? I caught a 15-minute entry on gold. Here. It was a half-risk entry. In the community, if you're in the community, guys, you'll understand the half-risk play. And that's the half-risk play. It was about 70 ticks in total, but I took a lot of partials along the way. You know, I entered, exited, different positions as it's pushing up, as it's pushing away. So yeah, took partials, let the trade run. It says like 7 trades, but it weren't 7 trades. It were like 1 trade or 2 trades, and then the rest of it partials. Why wasn't NQ good for me? Because there's no recent grab here. Like, I trade based off recent grab, and if this entry would have been valid, I'd have needed a grab like so. Because look how many candles it's been since the grab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's not good enough. But I know someone in the chat took this trade. If it's to their plan and it's to their rules, then it's fine. But it's not for me. Let's have a look. Hello, mate. Is there any other ways to pay for your mentorship? Your website doesn't accept my card. Really? Where are you from, mate? Addy, where Olamide, where you from, bro? Let me know. I've got a way to pay. I've got another way that you can pay. That's absolutely fine. If it doesn't accept it, let me know where you're from. I've got another way you can pay, or a couple of ways that you can pay. I've got Stripe links. Yeah, I've got Stripe links that you can use. I've got, you know, crypto. Just let me know where you're from. If you're from the UK, Europe, America, Australia, or Asia, it should let you pay absolutely fine. It's basically Visa, MasterCard, all the payment options, PayPal, everything. But another thing, mate, make sure you put in the right details in as well. Like, make sure you're filling out your address, all your card details correctly and stuff. And if you've got, like, the correct details and the correct information, it should accept it. I've never had a problem with it not accepting people. Other than, you know, you need to have a card that, like, MasterCard or Visa. Nice, mate. I think the same, either Thailand or Bali. Did plan to go to Dubai, but too risky. Yeah, mate. Yeah, Naz. I think Bali or Thailand are my next go-tos too. Let me just get my charger really quickly, guys. So 30-minute closes below. 30-minute closes below. I'll be looking for trades on the next entry candle here. I've got some decent targets as well. I've got some. When you're thinking about going Thailand and Bali, Naz, when you're thinking about going, what's Naz doing here? Yeah, Naz is having a decent pullback as well. Yeah, I'm going to be looking for these entries in a second on gold for sells, potentially. Oh, 5-minute could set up. Is that in line with the 15? No. Bugger. You have a course? Yes, I do have a course. I've got a full Discord community mentorship. Like I say, full course, weekend webinars, which are like an hour. Daily members Zoom calls just to catch up, talk about the market for 20-30 minutes. All the private chats, all the trade recaps, discounts to in-person mentorship days, the full works. Like I say, it's not just a standard course, it's got everything. Pure mentorship, priority response, everything. There you go, guys. There's the link to join the Discord community. If you want to join, click that link, and you'll be able to get involved. Okay. Right. Let me just get these questions back up. Four hours just flipped. Yeah, 4 hour has just flipped as well. The thing with the 4 hour flip is a lot of the time around the 4 hour flip, it gets quite choppy. It'll get choppy at the 4 hour flip, and then it'll either break out either side. So now it's just a waiting game. Get back below here. That could be the breakout to push down on gold. So that's what I'm going to be waiting for. I need to get out of all this chop here. And to do so, I need to get below this level. Because the 4 hour is flipping. Like, are there any other ways to pay? Where are you from? Where are you from, Ejaz? Where are you from, mate? Am I in the UK at the moment? Yes, I am, Harry. I'm in the UK right now. I am in the UK. Whereabouts are you based, Harry? Shorts. What were your TP for shorts be? It'd be these levels down here. 3407, and then second targets will be these laws down here. Okay, so these laws and these laws. Yeah, I accept crypto. You'll have to drop me a DM on Telegram. Near Cambridge, nice. Nice. Yeah, look at this. Absolute sideways price action. Cambridge is very nice, to be fair. I want to go and visit Cambridge. Cambridge and Torquay. Newquay, sorry. I'm probably going to visit them soon. Them two places. Hourly only for me. If we break below, yeah, definitely. Good stuff. Same for me. Hourly is really the only valid entry down into these lows. So closures below this level here, I'm going to be looking for sells down on gold. But like I say, we've got the 30 and the hourly that's setting up, potentially. We'll see how we close below. How's it looking? What's the hourly looking for on here? What's my username? Just join the free Telegram. You'll be able to see it if you join the free Telegram. Let me put the link in. Guys, that's the free. Anybody at all wants to join the free Telegram? I've just put the link inside the I've just put the link inside the chat so you can join there. So we've got 2 people from Cambridge here. Nice. 2 people from Cambridge. Oh, in Cambridge. It's in Devon. Nice. Beautiful. Devon last year. Lovely place. Yeah, I bet. Tell you what, there's some really nice places in the UK, especially in summer. Yeah, the UK's got some very nice places, especially like Scotland as well. Scotland, beautiful. Down south, beautiful. At winter, it's like a total. At winter, it's like a totally different place when it's just like raining every day. But in summer, you get away with it being beautiful. Yeah, in winter, it's not worth it. But I'm sure in summer it is. It's not bad. Planning to go the end of the year or start of the new year? Me too. Me too, Naz. I'll be going to either Thailand or Bali at like November, December. So yeah, I'll be here for another 5 months. 4 or 5 months, okay? Yeah. Cheers for the lights, guys. Nice one. How is the 30 setting up? 30's not really setting up. I'm just watching the 30 and hourly closure. Potentially half risk longs, but we're building a lot of liquidity up here now, which I don't like. Let's have a look at this. How come there are difference between the chart on Top Step and Trading View? I think you mean chart. Basically, this is top 1, and the futures chart does right. One sec. The chart is different. The chart is different. 34.35 is the price on the futures chart. And currently on gold spot chart, it's 34.16. Look at the candles though. Look at the 5-minute candle here. And look at the 5-minute candle here. They're the candles form, they're the exact same. But the chart price is just a little bit different. Okay? So just understand that. I just use the futures chart to execute. I don't use it to do my analysis. I do my analysis here, and I just execute on my futures prop firm. So like these 5 accounts with Top Step that I've got here, I'll just execute. And these 2 accounts that I've got with Top 1, I'll just use to execute based off this. Because the candles form the same. There's no difference, okay? Oh, get yourself to Norfolk. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, mate. Yeah, to be honest with you, I haven't travelled a lot of the UK, to be honest. I've travelled, like, so many different countries, but hardly any in the UK. I just always thought to myself, oh, it's all the same. It's basically all the same, but it's really not. Especially, like, in summer, it's decent. Guys, can we smash 20 likes on this live today? We're at 16 currently. I'd like to be abroad for winter. That's literally all I do. I just follow the sun as much as possible, even though it's not sunny exactly in the UK today or in the last couple of weeks. I just follow the sun. Follow the good weather. I'm here for like 4 or 5 months a year. The rest of it, I'm either in Asia, decent parts of Europe, or I'll probably try something like Indonesia or something. Like, just get like a place there, nice little pool, high-speed Wi-Fi. Just take my setup. I just take another suitcase, wrap up my setup, and I get there. Absolutely fine. And that is the reason I started trading, guys. It wasn't for the whips. It wasn't for the fake lifestyle that everyone shows online. It was for the freedom to live where I want and to do what I want. I can wake up when I want, trade a 2-hour session and be done. That's why I started trading. It wasn't to be... Well, with time, the money just comes naturally. But that wasn't my why. If that is your why to make 200k a month, well, just work hard and scale your accounts and the money will come naturally. But for me, it wasn't. For me, it was, you know, make 3 to 4 grand a month consistently and live a good life where I want and as free as possible. I just want to be as free as possible. And for me, freedom is not being stuck in the same place. That's my sort of freedom. It's sunny down the road in Warrington today, mate. To be fair, it is sunny here, but a bit cloudy. Is half risk valid now? No, mate. No bullish closure. For a half risk trade, you need the candle to close like this. You see this green candle here? Look at the difference. Green closed bullish. It didn't here. It closed red. That's the difference. That's bullish, so it's valid. That's not. This PA is shocking, to be honest. Cheers for the likes, guys. 22 likes, crushed. Appreciate you all. I'd love to move to Bali, something for a couple of months, or something especially with trading, still have an income or traveling. Yeah, 100%. That's why you need to learn, you know, learn a strategy. Don't be looking to do signals and find something that's consistent and something that you can stick to. Because to live in these countries, really, you know, Asia, Thailand, Vietnam, to have like a decent life, the beautiful countries, and that's why a lot of people like live there and like digital nomads, like in Bali and stuff, because the value for money, you only need like 2k per month. And that with trading is very doable. Like, look at this, guys. 1.8k on one account, 1.8k on the... That's 3.6k. Obviously, you've got profit splits and everything. But, come on, 3.6k in a day? In a day, okay? So, yeah. Just understand that it's definitely doable. You just got to stick to a plan, stick to a strategy. Hourly still valid? Yeah, definitely. If the hourly closes below, I'll be taking some sells, but I don't want to just stay in this shop. Let me just update community members again. I like to keep the Discord community who aren't in the YouTube updated. Right there, nice. How long did it take you to make trading full-time? Well, it was different for me because when I was learning to trade, I was in and out communities, different strategy hopping for like 3 years. And then as soon as I started keeping it simple and sticking to the same strategy and trying to make the same strategy work, that's when it like sort of switched for me. So just find something that works and stick with it. Don't waste so much time doing what I did and switching strategies every other day. Okay? That's going to save you so much time and so much money. Yeah, you're right, mate. Hopefully we get some decent pushes here. Like I said, I've been on for an hour and 15 and nothing's happened. But it's good. We're still giving out value. You're still learning. You're still seeing my breakdowns of trades that I've taken, my management, what I'm looking for, my analysis. There's still a lot of value to give. Another thing that you're learning about is patience. You know, trading, we're paid to wait. Simple as that. But yeah, like, it took me like 3 years to get any sort of... I didn't get a payout for like 3 years on any prop firm. And then I got like 3 payouts quite consistently, and then I left my job and went full-time. And then I went travel trading. Went traveling, went trading for like 2 years, and then I started my community at the end of my travels. Nearing the end of my travels. And I've had the community for like a year now, so... yeah. And a lot of people are in the same boat who join the community, who want to learn and be, who want to let me mentor them. They want the freedom. They want to, you know, travel. They want to trade, and they see me and they've seen me do it, and they want the same. And that's what we do. That's what we're looking for, that freedom. New York session open soon. Oh yeah, but I've read that. Love from India. Love to you too, bro. Good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're taking some value. That goes to everybody. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you can take some value away from each and every stream, well, you're one step ahead every day. That's what we want. But yeah, appreciate everyone for tuning in, liking, subscribing, dropping a comment, saying hi. Yeah. I strategy hot for a bit. Definitely didn't work, but I'm trying to stick to one. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Make sure it works. Don't be doing the same stuff for like months and months and months, like 6 to 12 months, and it just not working. Like, don't just change strategies every like 2 weeks, 1 week. Give it some time, and if it doesn't work, adapt. All right. Yeah, I literally started as well. I started these instant accounts today or yesterday. I bought them yet. Well, I started them today, but I bought them yesterday. Look at that. 1.8k. 1.8k. Insane. Where did I go traveling? I went traveling around, basically I went around Vietnam. I went around Thailand, basically lived in Thailand for like a year. In and out of Thailand for about a year. And then I went to Indonesia, Bali for a couple of months. Little parts of Europe, and now I'm back in the UK. But I went to Vietnam again recently, because I like Vietnam. Especially in like Da Nang and Nha Trang, where it's more like Western. Like a bit more Western, like with restaurants and stuff. It's good. And like the hotels there are insane. The hotels in Vietnam's rooftop pools, sea views, 2-bedroom apartments with like a full kitchen, stairs. Oh, insane. Rooftop pools, rooftop bars. It's good. It's very good. I enjoyed my time the last time I went there. Oh, what strategy do you use trading? Is a waiting game though, 100%. I use breakouts, mate. Ancient. I use breakouts. So I've got my range here. I'm basically just waiting for a breakout of this range. If I get a breakout, I'll trade into targets. It sounds super simple, but it's not as simple as that. I've got different entries and different like criteria that I look for. So on the 150Ks, yeah, 100%, that's right, Naz. So on these 150Ks now, one sec. So these 150Ks that I started, these are instant funded, so you're straight to making money. I've made 1.8k on both of them. So I need to get to 9k in profit to get a payout, okay? I need to get to 9k in profit to get a payout. So I need to do this another 4 times. and then I get like 7k payout because I get like 3.5% of the account balance, which in a month, 7k is very good. I'm 47, I've been plastering for 30 years. I've traded after a NEOP and been smashing this trading. Hopefully I won't have to plaster again. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Are you trading personal, Johnny? Are you trading personal, or are you on a prop firm trading, smashing it? What accounts are you using? Literally looking to do the same thing. Phuket, Chiang Mai, Harjan Loop and stuff. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it is. You can make it, guys. You can go traveling and you can spend $1.5 grand a month. But as you make more money, you spend more. It's as simple as that. I don't care what anybody says. You can do it super cheap. But as you start making more money and you start getting bigger payouts and stuff, you get nicer places to live in. You go out to restaurants more. But yeah, when I first started traveling, and I only had a few payouts like 3 years ago, you know, my first $1,000 payout or $2,000 payout, I was still living on like in $400 apart, like $300 a month accommodation. Like, you can do it cheap, and that is what I suggest to everybody. You can do it very cheap, but you can also do it very expensive. Asia is one of them places that will, if you do, you can do it very, very cheap. You can do it very, very cheap, but you can also do it very expensive, like with restaurants, like very expensive apartments, spas and stuff. Like, even like transport and stuff. You can buy like a bike, cheap bike. You can buy an expensive bike. You can go in taxis, or you can rent a bike. Like, it depends how you want to do it. But you can do it both. Yeah, it is cheap on one hand, but on the other hand, it's not. If you're going out and stuff, it's not going to be that cheap. Oh, good stuff. Johnny, both, mate. Nice. With top one as well. Let's crush it, bro. Let's crush these instant fundeds. That's what they're there for. I'm loving the instant funded idea at the moment. I really am. You know, skip the challenge. Straight to instant funded. Yeah, guys, if anybody wants an instant funded account, use code JTC. I've just pinned the link. I've just pinned the top one. This is what I'm using here, top one. You get 55% off your account. If you want to get an instant funded account, click the pinned link and use JTC at checkout, and you'll get 55% off your account. So instead of paying $700, you're paying $330 or something, which... it's up to you if you want to do it. I'm not going to force you, but if you want to do it, there's the stuff. How are your first two doing, Johnny? On the instance, how are they going? Are you in profit with them? I'm probably just gonna set some alerts on these levels, to be honest with you, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit around. We'll sit on for another 20-30 minutes, and then if we haven't broke out in 20 to 30 minutes, I'm just gonna set some alerts. I'll set an alert here, I'll set an alert here, and wait for the breakout. But until we get the breakout, anything could happen. Anything could happen. Oh, sick. Nice one, Johnny. Good stuff, bro. Good stuff, man. 1.8k up on link, so 3.6k. Sweet. Crush 'em, man. Keep following the strategy. Keep following the plan that you have in place, and you'll crush it. Like I mentioned on the members Zoom call today, I said most people who fail prop firms, it's because they haven't got a plan. They haven't got a strategy. That's how prop firms make money. On the select, well, that 80 to 90% of people who haven't got a plan, haven't got a strategy, just strategy hopping, thinking that they can make money in trading. That's where they make the money. We are the 10 to 15% who have a strategy, who actually get the payouts. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to. Has that high been? That high hasn't been taken yet. Horrible on Nasdaq there. Let's have a look at Goldie. Absolute grim price action here. Absolutely nothing. Just waiting for a breakout, really. Just waiting for a breakout. Let's see if we get that breakout. 30-minute. Not showing much. What's the hourly saying? Is the hourly close? Yeah, hourly closed, but well, like undecided. See, I'd like to take some shorts into all these lows here. But gold is just super choppy today. Look at the 5-minute. That is disgraceful. Disgraceful. Cheers for lights, guys. I appreciate that. Nice one. Yeah. That's 15. The 15-minute. 15-minute is failing every time we pushed into this level at 41.11. That's the reason for that level. That's the main reason for taking this trade here. Or having this level here at support. Look how many times we've failed here. Look how many times we've failed here. Once we close out of this sort of structure, that's when you're going to be okay to take these. Well, for me personally, it's going to be okay to take longs and shorts. But we'll see. We'll see which way we close out. Yeah. 4 hours closed, undecided as well. That 15-minute trend line I stuck in Discord has held all morning. I'm ready to punish some trend line liquidity, mate. Yeah, 100%. I know you marked it out here, right? Even here, yeah, it has held. It's held quite well. Yeah, you're definitely right, mate. Closes above this level, yeah. All that trend line that needs to be taken. Boom. Huge push. I'd be looking, if we closed above this level, to have pushes there. You know, your 80 ticks there, which is fine for me. What's it like on this? Hey, Joe, you seen the H1 and 4-hour gold broke upside structure? Yeah, we have. We have, but it doesn't mean that we're going to start pushing higher. We've brought structure to the upside, but we could pull back into more structure like so. There's nothing to say that we're not going to pull back further before pushing higher. So I need to wait for a range closure to tell me which way gold's going to push. Because we could continue higher, but I need to break above. We could continue lower, but I still need to break below. Your bias would be short. Nice. I don't have a bias, but yeah, good stuff. If that's your plan, perfect. Like I say, if it's your plan to, there's nothing wrong with that, mate. Yeah, welcome everybody. If you're just joining in, welcome to the YouTube live. Like I say, I appreciate everyone for tuning in, asking questions. Not much has happened in London or US as of yet. Look at the price action on the 5. I'm probably not going to sit around for much longer. I'm probably just going to let this 30 close. If this 30 closes, or 15, sorry. If this 15 closes within the range, I'm just going to set some alerts, okay? So I've got like, I'll give it another 10 minutes to break out. If it doesn't break out, like I said, we're coming into US Open now. It should start breaking out if it's going to. You know, I'm giving it enough time. But I don't want to sit here in this chop. It's shocking price here. This price action here is awful. Can you tell us the previous trade you're thinking of executing? I'm looking basically, mate, this range on gold, look, we're in this range on gold. So I'm currently waiting for a breakout. I'm waiting for a closure above the buys, or I'm waiting for a closure below for sells. Okay, that's what I'm looking for now. What I did take before, I took an entry here based off a rejection at this level. So, one sec. Where are we? Right, sound. Yeah, so the entry that I took on these two accounts here, because I've taken 1.8k profit across these two accounts, so 3.6k in total. The entry I took on these accounts was basically this entry here. I had a 15-minute rejection. Let me just delete this. And this. I had a 15-minute rejection of this level, taking liquidity. After we took this liquidity and rejected this level and closed bullish, what does gold do? Gold takes liquidity and pushes into more liquidity. Takes liquidity to the lows, and then it will push into the liquidity of the highs, which are these targets. So I personally just took a buy. I took a buy after this closure, after it flipped into this level and into these highs. So like 2 or 3 15-minute candles, TP was smashed, and then if we play it forward, it instantly reversed after taking that liquidity. So very nice trade there. Like I said, I took that on 2 accounts, 3.6k in total. Okay. But that was the thinking behind that. All right. We might start pushing up. Let's have a look. Potentially. I'm going to see how this 15 closes. 15 closes above or below, I'll stay on. If it doesn't, I'm just going to set some alerts. We've got 7 minutes. I've give it enough time. I've give it like an hour and a half. And it's done nothing. Like I say, I never just sit at the chart. I don't recommend anybody to just sit at the chart. Like, set an alert here, and wait for the breakout. And then trade with the breakout. And that's all I'm going to do. If it doesn't break out now, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to set some alerts and let it do its thing. Four subscribers for 1,000. Insane. 4K, 4 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. How do you set an alert? Basically, click the level, press settings, and then it'll come up. Oh, one sec. Press the level, don't click settings, and press the icon next to settings. So you've got settings, and then you've got the add alert. Okay? I meant to say after, the one to the right of it, and then you can just press create. And then when price pushes through that level, it'll notify you. Okay? I'm not going to add them yet, because I'm not going to add them yet, because I'm not waiting for alerts, but I'll add them after the live. And that's why I'm always updating the members too, because I always add alerts, and when we break out, I get alerted and I just message the members saying, oh, we're breaking out. I'm looking at this. If I buy another instant account, do they just link together? Angie, if you buy another instant, you can link them yourself, which if you buy one, I'll show you how to do it, okay? Let me know if you are going to buy one. Yeah, and then I'll show you now how to link them. Basically, you just press settings. When you buy another one and you put all your information in, sign the contract, you'll have two. Basically, just press settings, and then you just put copy trading, and then you just link them here together. Press one, and then link the other. Very, very, very simple, to be honest with you. Like I say, if you've got any more questions, just drop me a message on Discord. I'll help you out. So yeah, that's what I'm waiting for on Goldie. Nothing just yet. I'm going to give it 4 more minutes, see if it breaks out. If not, I'm just going to see if we can take any trades in the community. Do you trade other pairs? I trade NAS and gold. Yeah, I trade NAS and gold because they trade the best for breakouts. Look, if you look at Nasdaq, look, Nasdaq broke out, had a beautiful push. Look, breaks out, beautiful push. Look, breakout, beautiful push. That's why I trade. I trade highly volatile pairs. Gold and NAS are just perfect to the plan for me. But yeah. I don't personally trade this price action. This isn't high probability. This isn't highly probable. Trading this price action here is just not high probability for me. I don't trade super choppy ranges like this. You know, a lot of retail traders who just start trading gold will trade this price action, and then they'll just get cooked. You know, they'll take shorts down here because they think it's pushing down. They take a loss. Shorts down here, shorts down here, shorts down here, and they take a loss. Okay, that's not the correct way to trade ranges. Don't try catching the lows and highs. You're just going to get rinsed. Okay, for me personally, I'm going to wait for a breakout to the downside. Let a candle close below, and then when the candle closes, that's confirmation for the push to the downside for me. And it's the same for buys. Closure above here, I'm going to be looking for the buys. Until we close out of this chop, I'm doing absolutely nothing. You know, I'm not taking a coin flip. I don't want to take a coin flip within here. I'd rather let my strategy, which is like 70 to 75%, play out above and below this range, not in this chop. Okay? So yeah, that's what I'm waiting for, guys. I'm gonna head off right now. Yeah, I'm gonna head off right now. Super choppy, yeah, you're right, Zulu. Super choppy. If you're not in the Discord community, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Guys, if you're not in the Discord community, I'll see you tomorrow. If you want to join the Discord community, learn the full strategy, my full mentorship is there. Okay? You can join my Discord community. I've just pinned the link. Click the pinned link in the chat, and then you can sign up there for the Discord community access. I'm going to be trading live in there now, straight after this, with the members. But if you're not in the Discord community, I'm just going to wait for breakouts. Okay, wait for breakouts of this chop. I'll be trading the breakout. Okay, guys? But yeah, decent day for me on the instant accounts. 3.6k profit. Can't complain. And yeah, that's me, guys. Shots, have a good day too, mate. Have a good day, guys. Yeah, if you're not in the community, See you tomorrow, same time, 12:30, 1:45. Community members, I'll see you in the chat right now, okay? Bye-bye, guys. Have a good day. Trade safe.